grab your snacks, yeah, dim the lights. We're diving deep into the wildest nights. From the 90-day soulmates overseas to 600 pounds of struggling to please. If it's messy, if it's bold, if it's on the screen, we're breaking down the drama in every...
Hey y'all, welcome to All My Eyes Reacts. Today we are going to be reviewing 1,000 Pound Sisters Season 8, Episode 7, which aired on February 17th, 2026. This episode was titled Bride Diva, but I'm calling it Tighten Up While I'm Gone, because Andrea is at the end of her rope. But we'll get into that in a few minutes. But just to recap Episode 6, that episode was basically about Chris going to the family and talking about how he has planned a trip to New Orleans to celebrate Brittany's weight loss, and how he wants the siblings to come with him. Also, Amy had her art show. It was fairly successful, as we saw. What else went on in that episode? We were introduced or reintroduced rather to Billy. He is going to officiate Amy's wedding. He's a good friend to Tammy as well. Speaking of Tammy done lost her mind. Like, she is going through, and somebody need to try to get her some help, because Tammy is not well. And I know, me personally, I wouldn't be bothered with her for 5 minutes. Also in the episode 6, there was, as usual, some mess surrounding Tammy and her birthday and her ongoing difficulties with Amy. But again, we took care of that in the last review. If you haven't seen it, definitely go check it out. But we're gonna go ahead and get into episode 7. Okay, so it starts out with this trip to New Orleans. Personally, Chris better than me, because I planned this trip to be about my wife, so we're not gonna make it about anything else but my wife. Chris, as we have seen through the years, is always trying to even though he stirred the pot from time to time, he always trying to keep the peace. He always coming up with some kind of good idea. He always extending himself, because basically, if Chris don't get anybody in the family anywhere, they don't make it anywhere. I have not seen anybody go anywhere without Chris getting them there. That's all I'm saying. So, he planned the trip. He rented the RV. His intentions were for all of the siblings, to come along. So episode comes on with, Chris going over to, I think they were still at Brian's house, to, confirm and, let Amy know what was going on. So Chris and Brittany get there, and, at this point, we know that Amanda has POTS. And, for those of y'all who don't know a lot about POTS or don't know anybody who has POTS, it's hard to diagnose, but once it is diagnosed and you get on a protocol, it does take a while for your body to become acclimated to that protocol. So Amanda not going because she's trying to get situated with the POTS makes sense to me. Tammy decides she don't want to go, but we'll get into that in a minute, because I got some things to say about Tammy. So at this point, it's just Chris, Misty, and Amy. So it's 6 seats in the RV. So since Amanda and Tammy not going, then that opens up a spot for Brian, which I felt was good, because this is an opportunity for Brian to see how the family really working, because at this point his impressions and his opinion of the family is not the best, because he's really kind of only getting things from Amy's side. So he's going on the trip, and I feel like that is a good opportunity for him to really get to know everybody in the family, and really see what's going on. So it's Chris, Brittany, Misty. What do I miss? Well, Misty, I don't know how old I can't remember how old her kids are, but I do know they all have some form of autism. So that would make sense as to why Misty's husband never goes, because somebody got to stay with these kids with autism. So Chris, Brittany, Amy, Brian, and Misty. Chris, got the RV. RV was nice, except they couldn't get into the refrigerator. That was the only, part that was, a problem. But the RV was cool. So, he gets the RV, pick up everybody, and they hit the road. So it's a between 12 and 14-hour road trip from Kentucky to Louisiana. So, um, during the road, the road trip, it was, good conversation. I mean, it was peaceful. Nobody was arguing. That nobody had a blow up. At least, nothing they put on for us to see. I mean, everything was cool. So, get to New Orleans. Hotel was nice. I had to pull the hotel up. The Hotel Delphine. All right, cool. I'm with it. So they get there, and let me backtrack for a minute. Let me say this, y'all. I can understand wanting to go to New Orleans. I completely get it. You know what I'm saying? I will say I was fortunate enough to go a couple of times before Hurricane Katrina. I haven't been back since Hurricane Katrina. But, you know what I'm saying, going prior to that, I completely understand why people want to go to New Orleans. However, Brittany, and Brittany cool with me. Brittany good people in my book. But Brittany is far too plain to be in New Orleans. Like, everything about New Orleans is multifaceted. It's complex. Like, from, just the culture, definitely the food. So, I mean, Brittany is kind of a plain Jane. So, I mean, I could, understand her wanting to go and see what's going on, and then getting there, and then, not being able to keep up, so to speak. Um, so, I'm saying they get there let me back up. During the trip, Amy is giving them an update on what happens when she goes to the eye doctor. For those of y'all who don't know, Amy has been completely, well, not completely, but 85% blind in one eye. She just has peripheral in one eye. And then you're saying she has vision in the other eye, but it's not 20/20. She's been that way since birth. Come to find out, it was due to her mom, while she was pregnant, having cats and keeping the litter box under her bed. So they're actually like parasites that travel from the feces, the cat feces, and she ingested that, and it, got into, the womb, and affecting Amy's sight. So Amy was told that she would, more than likely be blind by the time she was 35. But this, at the time of this, I think she's 38 now. She, can still see. So she wanted to go to the doctor to see if anything had progressed. So the doctor was like, based on what I can tell, from, what we're being able to see. And, now this is 20 some years later. So technology, as far as healthcare, is way better now than it was then. He was like, I don't really see any, growth from, the last time you had to check out to now, or any potential for any, growth in the future. So with that, he was like, I mean, we can, give you some glasses to kind of tighten up the eye that's not quite 20/20. But unfortunately, there's no surgery that can, like, remove the scar tissue and restore the sight. It's like the scar tissue is part of her eye, if that makes sense. So that's what's going on with that. But for me and Amy, I was like, that's good news, because you can get better vision in the eye that works. And then he was talking about because she has the eye that goes to the side. He was saying that there was a surgery that she could have that would, set that back correctly. So I think that's in the eye where she just has the peripheral only. So with that could potentially give her a little bit increase, on the peripheral side. So I mean, Amy, she could come out, on a win-win. He was saying, that she could learn to drive and get her license. There was nothing legally that, with her condition, that would keep her from getting a license. So, like, Amy was like, look, this is what's up. I can get some independence and quit, relying on folks, and stop feeling like I'm ugly because my eye. Like, when she started talking about that, y'all, I'm not gonna lie, I was emotional, because I can somewhat I don't have like a bodily defect like that or anything, but when I was 13, I was at school in gym class, and I actually got hit in the head with a golf club, and so I had like this like 3-inch scar from my stitches going across, you know what I'm saying, the top of my forehead. And unfortunately, it was not high enough where my hair, you know what I'm saying, my edges would cover it, even though my edges come out a long, long way. And by me being, you know what I'm saying, black with the stitches, it kind of left. So I had like this like raised line going across, you know what I'm saying, my head. So, just in a little bit of being, feeling some kind of way about that, I can imagine what Amy was feeling like when you got a whole eye that you can't fix, and now somebody's telling you can fix it. So like I was able to kind of relate to her on that. So her goal was to get the surgery done before she gets married, which, depending on how much time she got, I don't know how that's gonna work, because I'm pretty sure you'll say she's gonna have to wear a patch for a time. But hopefully she can get that worked out. But we'll find out. Um, but yeah, just to have the opportunity to change something that's been bothering you can really be, what I'm saying, a life changing experience physically and emotionally. So Amy, if you happen to see this one day, I hope everything works out for you, and you can go into your marriage with saying that newfound sense of self-love. um So that was some good news. So like I said, the entire trip to New Orleans was straight. Wasn't no problems. Wasn't no none of that. So while they're in New Orleans, meanwhile back at the ranch, Andrea goes to see Miss Darlene, which is saying Tammy and Oliver's mama. Now I'ma say this: Andrea must be on some kind of mission from God, cause I wouldn't be bothered with Tammy's ass for 5 minutes. And y'all know I used to ride for Tammy, but Tammy on some bullshit. Straight up and down. Straight up and down. Tammy on some grade A USDA choice bullshit right about now. So Andrea goes over to see their mama. Now Andrea always comes, you know what I'm saying, to any kind of interaction with Tammy family with the utmost reverence and respect. Like I said, I got and I'm not y'all know me. I'm not a proponent for the homosexual thing, but if that's what you do, that's what you do. But I roll with Andrea because, for one, everything that come out her mouth ain't I'm gay and I love women and all of that. She's someone living her life. Now she get over here with Tammy mama, and starts breaking it down, and was like, things on the home front ain't good. Now keep in mind, she done moved Tammy ass up into her spot that she don't work, to have all your peace and tranquility, because from what I understand, she doesn't have any family. Like, all of her family is gone on to glory. And I'm just saying, I've lost one parent, and I ain't together. So for all of your people to be gone, and you still up somewhere functioning, Andrea, my hat is off to you. Don't let this bitch come and ruin all the peace you don't work to, get in your life. If you need me to help get rid of her ass, call me. Hit me up on the email if you're watching this, and we can take care of this. Because again, I'm trying to tell you, when you're trying to get your life together and be okay and get through the rest of your life without your family, it ain't easy. It ain't easy at all. So don't let this bitch come and fuck up what peace you got going on. But anyway, so she gets over here like, yo, Tammy is out of control. She said she came home and Tammy done ripped the damn doors, the doors off the closets and shit in the bedroom. We can't have that. You can't be come tearing up my shit. You weren't doing all of that when you was over there at Chris' house. Why you coming to my house with the foolishness? Then, now this the part I ain't like, y'all. Her mama was like, that ain't really Tammy, and I don't really know what you need to do, because she really, I'm like, damn, bitch, I done came over here to try to get some damn advice on how to handle your crazy ass daughter, and you ain't got nothing to say? This what we doing? I don't know why these supposed supposed to act like they scared of Tammy. Fuck that. It's always one of the family want to cut up. Cut their ass off and see how they roll. Because let's keep in mind, let's be for real. Y'all, Tammy don't have no job nowhere. She volunteering at the damn animal shelter. She ain't getting no check. Over there spending up Andrea money at the damn at the pet shop. Shit. I'm telling you, she a good one. She got to be on a mission from God. Because I won't be about 5 minutes with this nonsense. So, you know what I'm saying? She done went over there, you know what I'm saying, took mama some damn, you know what I'm saying, flowers and shit, trying to come with some respect, and she don't get no better information than that. Well, I mean, I think maybe you should take her to a doctor or something, because that ain't, you know, she usually don't add a tip. Shit, really? Tip been cutting up. So y'all, child, Andrea, you know what I'm saying, stressing. She was like, this bitch got me stressed. My damn hair falling out. I said, shit. Soon as she said that, I was like, nah, you need me to come through. Because, you know, we don't play about no hair. She said her hair falling out, and then she's got some kind of autoimmune situation, which I'm gonna figure out what it is. Where, you know what I'm saying, high levels of, you know what I'm saying, stress and anxiety cause her to break out in these, like, they look like burns, to be honest, and they like all over her, you know, like all over her legs. We talk about from like the thigh all the way down, and them shits like they done, you know what I'm saying, blistered over and weeping and shit. You going through because of this bitch? Nah. She was like, look, you know, I'm trying to rock with Tammy, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to love her, but I mean, if it come down to me and her, that bitch is out. I said, okay. Because we don't have this type of time. So, you know, Andrea over here trying to, you know what I'm saying, figure out what she gonna do about Tammy crazy ass. And the rest of the crew was like, fuck her, and try to their happy asses on down to New Orleans. So they get to New Orleans, and Brittany was like, she wanted to take, you know what I'm saying, the horse-drawn tour around the city. Now, we know Amy, you know what I'm saying, got bit by the camel, so she got a little bit of PTSD, which I can understand. But now, Amy, we in the season of all my eyes rocking with Amy, because y'all know, for those of y'all who don't watch in the past, you know, I be on Amy. I'm in the season where I'm rocking with you, but you got to own some of what happened with you and that camel. They told you straight up, don't just, you know what I'm saying, be throwing all the food to the camel. Camel, you know what I'm saying, because since they your hoard and your store for, you know what I'm saying, the long haul, they're going to try to come get all they can get. Then you turned your head, and that's when the camel bit you. But anyway, so she feeling some type of way and was like, you know, I don't know about this horse. Chris was like, look, we here for Brittany. This is what Brittany want to do. Bitch, if it costs you, suck it up. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if it costs you a finger or a toe or what the hell ever. Suck it, still said, suck this up and take one for the team. I'm like, well, hell, Amy, you ain't got to go see the horse. Just get in the back and let's get on with it. So that's exactly what Amy did. She was like, you know what? I ain't gonna pet the horse. I ain't got no carrots, no apples, no nothing. I'm just going ahead and get in the back. So she get it, you know what I'm saying? She get in the back. She got all the way in the back too. Like when I say she was in the last row and it was nobody but them, you know what I'm saying, in this carriage, she got all the way in the back. So, they go on a little city tour, you know what I'm saying? They saw some street artists, you know what I'm saying? She was impressed with that. Then they went on a food tour, which makes sense. So again, back to Brittany. They on the food tour. I mean, they got, you know, all the staples. You're saying they got the red beans and rice. They had jambalaya. They had po' boys. They had etouffee. And beignets. Now again, Brittany is a plain, you know what I'm saying, simple country girl. So New Orleans food was a bit much. It was a bit much. It's okay. It's all right, Brittany. So then the next day, they decide they're going kayaking. They went on this like kayaking in the Everglades, not Everglades, but like the swamp type of situation. So Brittany didn't want to go, so it was just Amy, Brian, Chris, and Misty. That looked like fun. So if I go to New Orleans again, I'm definitely gonna do that because that looked like it was fun. I need to drop a few more pounds based on what he said the weight limits were if I intend to get in the kayak with my CHB. I drop a few pounds because we're gonna be just a taste over, and I don't want to, you know what I'm saying, be sinking like a stone. But so they go on the tour, had a good time. Later on that night, Amy, Brian, and Misty kind of go out walking, you know what I'm saying, the French Quarter a little bit and go to this voodoo, this house of voodoo. Go to this house of voodoo and get their feet cleansed. Because Amy was like, with all this drama that's been going on, I want to, walk into my marriage, clear and clean without, baggage. So they go through the foot, foot cleansing ceremony, which is literally you walk through fire. I get it. I ain't knocking, what nobody else is doing. I completely get it. Especially the fire part. So they do that. Everybody's cool. Again, they out having a good time. Ain't no drama. Ain't nobody. There was not one argument in this entire trip. Not one. What happened? Okay, so yeah, while that's going on, meanwhile, Andrea's still trying to figure out what she's gonna do about Tammy. So, she's like, okay, I'm gonna have to talk to Tammy because this is getting out of hand. So they at the park. So they at the park. Andrea, still telling, asking Tammy, what's going on. Tammy was like, I just don't feel like myself. I don't like the way my body's looking. That make two of us. I feel like I'm, gaining some weight. You are. And Andrew was like, you all this anger and hostility and this and that you got going on. Like, this just ain't, gonna work for us. Like, you gonna have to, find an outlet, go to some therapy, talk to me or do something. Cause you got my health jacked up. And what I ain't gonna do is be circling the drain messing with you. So you gonna have to tighten up or get the fuck out. Tammy looking at her like, what you mean? So then Tammy goes into this whole, you know how the producers be asking them questions. She talking about, she don't feel safe around the family because, Brittany tried to trip her when they was in the UK and all this foolishness. And how she don't appreciate them going to New Orleans without her because, since her and Amanda, didn't want to go to New Orleans, which wasn't true. When Chris was talking about that, when it was at the damn barbecue, Tammy was like, yeah, we going, to celebrate our weight loss. No, bitch, this about Brittany. This ain't about you. We going to celebrate Brittany. So she was already pissed off because it wasn't about her. When you get you a man and he can take you somewhere, but you got Andrea, shit, get her to take you. But this is about Brittany, bitch. And she talking about since she didn't want to go, they should have changed the destination of the trip to somewhere everybody could agree on. Bitch, you done lost your fucking mind. Ain't nobody changing shit. This wasn't about you. This was about Brittany. From day one, we said we was going to New Orleans, Louisiana. Bitch, get your life. The fuck are you to be sitting around and talk about what somebody need to be doing for you? This ain't about you, bitch. So you ain't want to go? Guess what? You ain't go. They went down there, had the time of their damn life. Had me wanting to get on a plane and come join in the fun. Tim, get your damn life. You got a lot of fucking nerve. People been kissing your ass since this shit came on. This about Brittany. Brittany been there through all y'all bullshit and ain't said a word. So if Brittany want to go to fucking New Orleans, even though that shit was a little too advanced for her, then fuck it, that's where we going. What you need to be doing is getting your damn life together before Andrea cut your ass off. Because like she said, if you don't get it together, bitch, your ass is out. So to close out, while Tammy over there on the nonsense and Andrea like pull it together, Brittany and Misty was like, this our last night. Amy, we gonna have a bachelorette party for you since we in New Orleans. Amy sitting up here talking about some damn no, we can't have no party without Lily. Shit, hell we can't. Call it the pre-party. But we getting it in. So we're going to see what's happening next week. If they actually have a bachelorette party or they don't. And if Tammy get her damn life right. But Andrea, again, if you need me to come help you get her in check or get her the fuck out, please let me know. For all of y'all who have stayed through this review, I truly appreciate y'all. Like, share, and subscribe if you have not. If you want to support the show, you can do so via Cash App. That is in the description. I will see you all next week. Thank you again. This is All My Eyes Reacts. Take care and be well.
Grab your snacks, yeah, dim the lights.